Aries, do this with me. Breathe in and breathe out. You need to understand that you are not yourself right now. But most of you have done things that should make you very proud. You've made shifts, you've made changes that will lead to beautiful things coming into your life. Absolutely. But right now is still not the time when everything makes sense or you feel like yourself. You're not yourself. Not right now. You're not trying to be anybody else. You're not pretending. That's not what's happening. What's happening is a shift and a change deep inside of you. And there definitely is a lot of adjustments that need to be made. I feel like noticing that when you interact, realizing that you would have behaved one way, why am I behaving this way? Because you're more pensive, you're more held back. There is an access gateway for more intuition to come through. For you, from you. This is a time for you to gain a whole new perspective on things. It's a time for you to be new. It's a time for you to be walking on shaky legs. And I've been describing that a lot in my dailies. Like just walking on shaky legs, starting this new start on shaky legs, and maybe even having a little bit of doubt with whatever you've started that's new, thinking, oh, am I not good at it? I'm just not good at it. Like, what's wrong? Am I going to have to leap out of here, get out of here really quickly? I thought this would be better for me, but it seems like what? Because somebody isn't overworking you or overstressing you or putting too much pressure on you or like challenging you every single day. This is your time to realize that that's not a good thing. You are so much energy, and your energy would be so wonderfully used if you put it toward the things that you actually really care about, not toward those other things that people put you to work for. I know how much you care about being the best, and I know how much you care about, getting that gold ring or gold ticket. I know. But I'll say it again, and this is a really important time. It's almost like this time you've realized that, but I want to care about it. I don't want it to be something that somebody else, it's like I'm not a fucking dog at a track. Like, why am I chasing after something else that somebody else gave value to? I haven't given value to it. I haven't said that there's value to it. The only value is whether or not I can get it. But I don't have the energy for that right now. And I'm not a dog at a dog track. I'm a person with a mind and an agenda of my own. And it is totally okay for me to sit a little bit back right now and be like, okay, well, maybe this is not a stressful time in my life. All this stress that I am feeling, this discomfort that I am feeling is from this sense of not having those normal challenges. And then me kind of throwing myself out there and maybe like trying to get myself challenged. And it's like, why won't people give me the challenges that I'm so used to? Because you're not supposed to have them. Now is the time when you come up with your own challenges, when you're forced to do what is basically you were designed to do, which is what actually interests you, and dedicate yourself to that. Something happened over this full moon and will definitely take place between moons over the next month. This sense of when you feeling so isolated, there's a sense of just feeling very, very isolated right now. Like, I'm going to be on my own forever. This does not have to be romantic or whatever. Apply this to where it goes in your life. But ultimately, Aries, this is a sense that, letting go of this idea of I'm isolated and people don't get me and they don't understand me, or I'm a solitary creature, or I've got to do this by myself. No, you do not have to do this by yourself. This is the time for you to really realize how important it is to not do things by yourself, to reach out, to join a group, to depend on your group, to depend on your team, to make friends, to rely on your friends, to be surrounded by people that you love and who you know love you, to learn how to work with others, to be working with others, even if you're not in control of the situation. Why? Because that gives you more time for that other personal stuff. It liberates you from all the extra stress and all the extra hours. It's like, I just want to say, take the paycheck, man. Take the paycheck and let the work be easier. You've got other shit to think about. And that is your life, your love, your personal life, your own goals, your own happiness. You don't have to constantly be high energy, high stress, running on optimum the whole fucking time for somebody else's plans or somebody else's goals. Now you have that extra energy. It's your energy to do what you want with it. Like, let other people take some load off. Like let some other people take the work. Let yourself just have a 40-hour work week and then go home and enjoy those TV shows that you love so much, or go out for dinner with your friends, and allow yourself to get back into a life that you so quickly throw away because you're almost obsessed with proving yourself as the best all the time. Because the best and proving yourself as the best is actually going to come through that other conduit, that conduit that you sort of lose sight of, that conduit of love, of companionship, of connection. I think it's instinctual for you to go it alone, or almost in a sense be afraid that you're messing up, or that you're not enough. You're not enough if you're not out in front and achieving all the time. And that's just absolutely not true. In so many ways, it dulls who you are. Remember who you are, or remember who you were before somebody got into your head and told you what you should be. That's what this time is for right now. It's interesting. I didn't even know that I had 2 of 1 card in my deck, but this card came out twice. Let your light shine. This is definitely a time for you to show the best of yourself. And that's not what you normally show. What you normally show is the most competitive of yourself. And that's actually not the best of you. That's the worst of you. Because you start to lose you in that mentality. Now, you're ruled by Mars. You're ruled by a warrior. Go get it. Yes, go get you, what you want and your dreams. Maybe this job that you have, or whatever you're doing. Does it really deserve that much of your time and your energy? Does it really deserve that much of you, like that much of your energy? Does it? There's a sense of you now have a wonderful opportunity to balance out work and personal life, a work-life balance. That's what it should be in, a sense of having a chance now to balance all that stuff out. Life is not black and white, and so often you settle in the extremes. Nothing is actually wrong right now. This is that black and white, but guess what? There are colors in between. This is normally, those extremes is where you feel so comfortable. But what about what you're missing? And all those nuances and shades, it's almost like a sense of nothing's actually wrong. You're just starting to spot things and see things that you didn't normally notice. This is a whole other spectrum of life that you're able to now tap into and participate in. And it's good for you. It's helping you to balance out your system. This is a change for you. But it's a welcome change. No, it's a spiritually guided change to make you shift, to change you around, to switch you up, to prepare you. There's some sort of, oddity about your norm. What you normally do, you're not normally doing. Or you're doing it, you're having to do it in a different way for some reason. But it's this variance, this difference in your life. I know. It's this difference in your life that's actually, it's offering you a chance. It's offering you happiness that always eludes you. Cooperation. Look at this. A sense of between two moons. Use your instincts. You know what's right. You know, it's almost like there's some sort of feeling of connection, being stuck. I've done this for so long, so I have to keep doing it. No, you don't. This is a chance to let go. Or this is a chance of a sense of not reconciliation, but resolution. This is a scorpionic energy, Scorpio full moon, definitely. There was a chance for resolution here. Not necessarily reconciliation, but resolution, for understanding that you're not stuck. You could be stuck in some sort of relationship that you absolutely don't want to be in, or that has just been going nowhere, and it's like treading. Like, why? This is the time when you ask yourself, why? Why do I have to make this work? Is it something that still makes me happy? Or is it just because I decided that I'm supposed to make this work? That is not a good enough reason. Your desires are changing, they're shifting. You don't want what you used to want. There's some sort of block here when it comes to your feelings and your energy level, or your willingness, or how into this you are at this point. And there's just a sense of cleansing and healing and transforming yourself by going solo, and by allowing yourself to be independent of what was holding you or chaining you. This could be a job that you stayed at for too long. It could be a relationship you've stayed in for too long. Either way, it's something that is very near and dear to your heart. And it's a sense of, remember who you were before you had to be this person who decided that if I don't win this, then I'm a loser. Because that's not true. Chasing after it and wasting your energy on it is what's making you lose. Not a loser, but it's making you lose. It's making you lose what is most precious to you, which is your energy. And this is why Mars retrograde for you guys was just so much of a blessing, because it enabled this whole other different perspective after the energies died down. This sense of, oh, I never saw this world before. And an ability to, like I had said in other videos, not overcompensate with your tremendous energy, because you didn't have as much energy as you normally do. Some sort of like dreams or goals that were clouded, not clear, or misleading hopes. Almost in some ways delusions. And you set your mind on that as, this is the way that I'm going to be happy. Without seeing that there are other opportunities or other roads that the Spirit was trying to lead you on, but you were so dead set on just moving forward that you missed all of those. But all of those is what actually would make you happy. So this is your time to realign with your sincere happiness. Balanced forces. This was the time. Energies that are coming equally from both sides. Inside of you, balancing everything in your own body, in your own mind, in your own heart. And then throat chakra. Speaking. Or balance coming from some sort of like speaking up. That's what I feel. It's almost like saying what you want. And do you see? She has highlighted her throat chakra too. So there's just this sense of getting back to your voice, finding your voice, maybe actually being able to sing and create energy or sound with your voice, helping you get back to a balanced vibration, using mantras, using chants, using prayers, actually taking those vibrations and feelings inside of you and getting them out in some sort of expression, verbal, vocal expression. So this could be actually having a conversation, making a statement, telling somebody to go fuck themselves, or ultimately, Aries, this is that sense of, just starting to speak your truth. Let's go into the spirit guide cards. These are spirit guide animal totem cards. For Aries. Yeah, hold on. So this is coming out way in the past, but this is Gemini and Sagittarius energy. First of all, as they are, this is a shifty, shady person who's talking shit, or things are being said that are very manipulative. Like somebody's talking in your ear and being very manipulative, deciding to be very manipulative, some sort of words that were very manipulative, or a sense of not really thinking before you spoke and speaking too soon. Now, this is coming up in the past, but this is also North Node, South Node. So something happened around May of this year. Think about where you were in May when the North Node and South Node shifted from Cancer and Capricorn into Gemini and Sagittarius, because that's what's coming out right now. Gemini, Sagittarius is the North Node, South Node. It's basically marking the alignment and the path that sort of the world or the globe is on right now. You know, going from being so broad-minded and interestingly enough, during the pandemic, everybody was forced to, focus on their communities and their personal relationships because we were stuck at home, right? As opposed to escaping and broad and traveling. We were restricted from doing that. So there is a sense of almost being squeezed into the mindset of living right here in the moment. It's like focus on your home. What's going on at home? What's going on in your community? What's going on a lot closer to, or being it was almost like simplifying your radius in some ways. Okay. Nothing is wasted and be here now. Yeah. Being in the present moment. And this is Aquarian energy and this is Libra energy. Seeing the beauty of the moment right in front of you, which primarily is don't look back. There was some sort of opportunity here. It's almost like there was a beautiful opportunity thrust upon you or open up to you during this craziness that maybe you would have missed if it wasn't for this craziness. Sing your own song. That's more vibrational energy of actually singing. This is also being liberated, feeling like you're finally liberated from pain and suffering. I don't know if you are with a Scorpio or just from those feelings that you've held on to for a very long time, or generally speaking, liberated from what somebody in the past, some action or behavior in the past, finally able to let it go and be free of it, really free of it, to the point where it doesn't bother you anymore. This is also the buzz or something bugging you globally, something bugging you maybe on the internet, right? Something bugging you on the internet, something bothering you. There is a sense of, if you're dealing with a Gemini, there could be a real issue here. A sense of feeling like in some way, like just being very disappointed, frustrated, and feeling a sense of disloyalty coming from this person, and you're about done. And this is claiming your independence and realizing, I don't have any obligation. I've made this obligation up in my mind. And the only reason why I'm obligated is because I made myself obligated. Nobody else has made me obligated. I've made myself obligated. So I can make myself unobligated. Spirit has a plan. First of all, this is peace and this is balance, but it's also a sense of there is a bigger picture here. There is a different way. Trust and have faith. And this is your energy. Claim your independence. Yeah. It's like claiming your independence from some sort, like through spirituality, like liberating yourself. If you need connection, finding a connection inside of yourself and not to somebody else or some other group that makes you feel connected. This is about finding a new path and finding a new way, like through personal reflection and meditation. Set healthy boundaries. This is Cancerian energy. This is a heavy load. Sometimes it's like hard to set it. It's like maybe setting boundaries that are too thick and too heavy because you're overdoing it. You're being overprotected. This is a sense of overprotectiveness. Take a leap of faith. It's like you're overprotecting something that you really feel is valuable. Or maybe not. Hold on. You're blocking yourself. That's what this is. It's like that burden, that heaviness, that sense of loyalty is blocking you from being able to jump to the next phase of your life. I don't understand that. Could have to do with obligations to family because this is Cancerian energy. So you could very well, it's like it's time. Please don't let that be a burden anymore. I know it's like something that you feel very strongly about, but why do you feel strongly about it? Why are you still wrapped up in it? It's basically the cards are saying you got to get rid of it. You're blocking yourself from really a lot of luck and great opportunities. You know, because in some ways you think that's my responsibility. I want to protect these people. I want to take care of these people. It's my responsibility. You do. You want to stick up for and defend people. A rebirth is assured. So this is changing. Something is definitely waking up, finally able to fly. But it's almost like it's coming out of the dark. Surrender now. This is Sagittarius energy too. Something could be happening during Sagittarius season. And this is Gemini. This is more Sagittarius, Gemini. Sagittarius, Gemini. Aligning with the moon, this full moon. You're going to fight for this no matter what. I don't feel like you even want to be free. And if you do, I mean, freedom is yours to take, is what I'm saying. But in so many cases, I just feel like you guys don't even want to be free. I'm going to go over to tarot and articulate all of this energy. That link is in the description box below. But before you go over to the extended, please do click subscribe and help Born Without Boundaries grow. And then, of course, you can subscribe to my Instagram channel, handle, whatever you call it. It's born_without_boundaries. And I do a daily tarot card reading there. Monday through Friday, I do a daily tarot card reading every morning. So please do join me over there. What's more, there's so much Aries specific content on Vimeo. Go browse any title that really grabs you. Go ahead and make the purchase. That's how Born Without Boundaries exists, is because of the extended videos primarily. So thank you if you've contributed in the past. But ultimately, what I'd love for you to do is just hang around for a couple more minutes so that we can go over the angel messages. So these, you know, I do the animal totem spirit guide messages, and now I'm going to do the angel messages. I feel like they're just an extremely important part of the reading. Peace. God, you deserve peace. I will say this. If you finally get everything that you ever want, you're going to come up to the harsh reality that it's not what you want. And that is maybe what you need to happen to you. You need to win, to hold the prize in your hand, to look at the prize and say, I have no interest in this shit at all. I just wanted to win. Peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift of awareness. Think love and peace will follow. So peace is balance. And let me be more fair, because I know it sounds like I'm being accusatory, because I'm not at all. But it's almost like maybe it's not about, you don't identify it as winning, you identify it as sticking to something and pull it and coming through and taking it all the way. But is all the way your whole life? You got to let that go. Really, you do. There's a sort of balance that has to be restored, and now you finally understand that. And that's why, even though it seems like things are really slow, and it's like you're being really self-judgmental right now, because very self-critical. I mean, you had a big run-in with Chiron through October too, so it's like being extremely self-critical right now. The criticism is coming, it's coming from a place of just non-existence. It's like there's nothing to criticize yourself about. Nothing is actually wrong. What's happening, that slowing down, is actually right. It's a blessing. Love. Listen to this. Think love and peace will follow, and then we get love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. Middle path, embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. You have peace, love, and middle ground. So there's another solution that you have not even thought of yet. Or maybe you have. Do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition, for it is the guiding voice of your soul. And there you get intuition here. You feel like you're stuck, right? You're not. All you have to do is allow yourself to let go. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. So you're supposed to be going through this change right now. Let's get to the details. We're going to get to the nitty-gritty and the details in tarot. The link is below, Aries. I'll see you guys over there.